my God. Talk about fuckers.
In 2020,
Not rough. He said she never said no or stopped and testified that everything she said was a lie. Wow, right. Yeah, I remember seeing Conor McGregor being coked up out of his goddamn mind, walking around, acting like a crackhead. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. And what surprises me even less is now he's a Christian.
his team fought the jury's decision, but both of his appeals were flat out rejected. And now he's not just quoting scripture, he's speaking a different language. And I'm going to decode it for you in this video. Welcome to white evangelicalism, my friends, where the price of admission has never been cheaper.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
Tim Whitaker. Let's get into it.
Of course. We are all born anew in Jesus. What's that? You're a rapist, a woman beater, a child molester? It's okay. Jesus will make you clean.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Strap in, because today we are talking about one of the most revealing paradoxes in all of white evangelical culture. And Conor McGregor just handed us the perfect case study. Here's how it works. On one hand, conservative Christianity emphasizes and re-emphasizes the need for teens and young adults to maintain sexual purity until they are married.
Right.
I remember this vividly because I lived this for most of my life. And for the uninitiated, let me explain. Purity culture is a term we ex-evangelical use to describe the world that we grew up in. There were organizations like True Love Waits that would put on events where we would sign, and I'm not kidding, purity pledges, promising God that we'd be a virgin until our wedding night. I lived up to this promise, but I did. Some of us had more rings, not wedding rings, purity rings. There were daughter balls where dads would dance with their daughters at a prom-esque event, and then the daughters would promise their dads that they'd remain pure until the wedding night. There were books like I Keep
That is so fucking cringe.
Stating goodbye, and Every Man's Battle, helping men like me conquer lust once and
It's like, dude, do you want to fuck your daughter? What's going on here? Why can't she dance with a guy her age at a dance, a prom, a ball, or some shit? It's like she's not even allowed to dance with a dude as a young woman, right? Transitioning into womanhood. Weird.
Wrong. Pastors taught us that if we had sex with more than one person, it was like putting used chewing gum in your mouth. Who wants used chewing gum, right? That was the analogy we were given, among many others, and this especially applied to girls. Girls had it way worse in purity culture than people like me ever did. After all, they were responsible for men's perverted thoughts. They had it covered up. They couldn't want sex until they were married, but how do you go from, I'm like used chewing gum if I have sex before I'm married, to, I love sex once I'm married?
Right.
You don't. Purity culture gave us a lot of shame around sex, and many of us are still working through the damage it did. So on one hand, you have this purity culture teaching that your worth and value is directly tied to your purity, and that God really can't use someone who's being promiscuous. Full stop.
Right.
On the other hand, this Christianity has built a scaffolding, a structure that was designed and built intentionally that regularly houses some of the most sexually depraved people who have committed unspeakable acts against their fellow human beings. But see, these sexual predators are held to a different standard, especially if they're a celebrity or politician that these people support. Here's the pattern that I see over and over again. First, have credible accusations that you've sexually assaulted a woman. Then you deny those allegations, and then you claim that you become a Christian. How do you do that? You say a few evangelical coded phrases, and voila, you're suddenly in the club.
2 Corinthians, right? 2 Corinthians 3:17.
2 Corinthians, my Lord.
That's the whole ballgame.
Suddenly there is grace for you. Suddenly you're
In 2 Corinthians, by the way. That's what makes it so cringe. 2 Corinthians, right? 2 Corinthians. It's behind that other verse in 1 Timothy. Man, I love those ones.
grace for you. Suddenly, you're on God's team, and every critic is just an attack from the devil, or the enemy, as they call it. You found shelter, and your victims are blamed for trying to ruin a man of God. That's how it goes over and over again.
Yeah,
and
right.
Conor McGregor is the newest celebrity to do this.
You've accepted Jesus into your life. how does that look after you win this fight and you're out at the club? How is your life different after that versus before
Does he
that?
still go to the club? How far is he taking this new Christian LARP?
In terms of all the partying and living?
Neural rehab is a department here at FSU Health that is specialized in being able to analyze and treat the brain. We offer neuro to our patients to help them to rehabilitate, basically. Think of it as kind of like physical therapy.
And living it up.
It's no longer I who lives, it's Christ who lives in me.
Oh boy.
And all things are possible for me because I am a believer. I have the keys of the kingdom. I am an heir of the royal family, an heir of the royal estate. And I know that I face my biggest challenge post-fight when the world is all over me and I'll stand strong. And that's it.
Here's what you must
Okay.
understand. This is
Okay.
not just Christian language. This is evangelical language.
Mhm.
Anyone who grew up in that world immediately recognizes this verbiage. It's not very Catholic. It's not even mainline Protestant. It's evangelical speak. Reading through the comments on this viral clip, you find people celebrating McGregor as a born-again Christian, praising God, welcoming him to the family. But despite being found liable for sexual assault by a jury, he continues to maintain his innocence. McGregor had to pay damages to the victim, a woman so beaten that the paramedic who examined her stated that, quote, he had not actually seen someone so bruised in a long time.
Wow.
A tampon was shoved so far up her that a doctor had to use forceps to remove it.
Oh
This
my
was
God.
a violent act. And
Oh
that-
my God. So she was on her period, bro. And he forced, you know what I'm saying? He like, there was no opportunity. This is how you know it wasn't consensual. She didn't even have an opportunity to remove it. Right? Now, most women in a situation like this, I think, would not want to even have sex if they're on that time of the month. But if she did, she would at least take it out, right? Take out the tampon. So she's covered in bruises, has a tampon shoved up her uterus, and this guy's like, I'm innocent. And now he's going to get all of the zombie Christians, right? These zombie evangelical Christians to form like a defensive shield around him. Anybody that comes and brings it up and tries to like criticize him and really call him out for the absolute evil monster that he is, right? This is not, oh, you had a little to drink, I had a little to drink, and things, there was some kind of miscommunication, and where it's like, bro, this chick, this sounds like the kind of rape you hear about, like as a kid, right? Like, dude lurked in the bushes and violently assaulted a woman and took that shit from her, you know what I mean? And all of these zombie Christians are all, oh, well, he's reborn in Jesus, and so he is the Holy Spirit. Now. He's a new person in Christ. Just defend him. When he should still be looked at like, okay, so if Jeffrey Epstein was still alive and he was like, I'm born again in Jesus, does all of that shit just not matter anymore? It's that easy, huh? That simple, right? But that's how brainwashed these people are, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit just happened, like, what, a year ago? That's great.
As I think about it, where have I heard a story about a man that was found civilly liable for sexually assaulting a woman? He tries to overturn the verdict, that gets rejected, and then he tells the world that he's the innocent one in all of this. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah,
Does that
for sure.
playbook sound familiar to you in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, yeah.
Now, shortly after losing his fight due to an injury, thankfully, McGregor took to Twitter and he wrote, I am a man in shock at what has taken place. The devil is literally staring at me right in front of my face. I am not engaging. I will be at church tomorrow. I will overcome this. I will not be deterred. I will return. Yeah, Connor, the devil caused you to blow out your knee.
Right,
Notice how
yeah.
there's not even a hint of personal responsibility here. It's the devil's fault.
Oh, yeah.
It's the woman's fault. It's everyone's fault.
Yeah, it was just like when Andrew Tate lost his fight, his boxing match to an amateur boxer. He said, God must have wanted me to lose for some special reason, right? It had nothing to do with his own incapabilities.
is. And this is why Connor will find a home in white evangelicalism. It's a system where those on the inside are always the victims, and those on the outside, the accusers, the critics, the survivors, are seen as complainers and threats. Trauma researchers have a name for this. It's called DARVO, and it stands for Deny, Attack, Reverse Victim and Offender.
Wow.
It was coined by researcher Jennifer Fry to describe exactly how abusers and their institutional enablers operate. And white evangelicalism has turned it into a feature, not a bug. If any of you have watched my channel for any amount of time, you will know I cover example after example of stories like this, where powerful men are shielded and protected in white evangelicalism at the expense of their victims.
Yeah.
In fact, now that I think about it, many evangelical Christians blame E.J. Carroll, who Trump was found civilly liable for assaulting and accused her of being a money-hungry liar. They use other words too that I will not repeat here. And now it's McGregor's accuser who is lying and probably just wants his money as well. There's always a pattern. In fact, shortly after I posted this tweet, I got DM after DM from white man after white man calling me a liar, a piece of shit, telling me that there was no evidence.
Wait, what did he say? If a man is a rapist, it's only a matter of time before he converts to conservative.
For a GLP-1 pill to lose weight?
So I never intended to be super skinny. I've always been a big guy, but because I noticed how unhealthy I felt when I was bigger, I just wanted to feel healthy. And my friend told me about weight loss by Hims.
Hims is now offering the Wegovy pill, an affordable GLP-1 that's FDA approved for weight loss. You can get started for just $39 a month with an active Hims membership. You take an online assessment, then connect with a licensed provider.
It determines if the prescription is right for you. Are you ready to see progress? Take the online consultation to get started. So this is the Wegovy, and it's the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss. In fact, it loses up to 20% of your body weight. Unlike other weight loss plans, Hims offers access to unlimited support, so you don't just get medication.
Conservative Christianity, because they are more accepting of rapists than they are of immigrants, women, or queer people. Oh my God. Talk about fucking direct hit. Jesus.
Man after white man calling me a liar, a piece of shit, telling me that there was no evidence McGregor actually assaulted this woman despite there being a court case demonstrating otherwise. It's wild. McGregor gets the benefit of the doubt and is praised in the public spotlight for his comeback fight, and his victim is left to pick up the pieces of her life while being blamed as the problem. And by the way,
and attacked by Christians.
McGregor is not alone in this. This is a pattern. Here's another example. Russell Brand is facing multiple charges of
Here
sexual
comes
assault.
another
Sure.
one, right? Who also conveniently found Jesus right around the time he was going to court for sexual assault. You know.
After the charges were announced, he was baptized publicly in 2024, converted to evangelicalism, and toured with Christian nationalist worship leader, baptizing people in rivers. Like
Look at
McGregor,
that.
he did all of this while actively denying his accuser. He now has a larger evangelical platform than he has ever had as a secular celebrity. And by the way, he doesn't know his Bible or his theology, despite claiming otherwise.
Can I go back to asking you a question about your Bible?
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay. What was your thinking in taking it into court? And what you were seeing, looking at some passages, what were the relevant passages?
All right. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. I didn't know
Go to the old score. Yeah, when you need to feel better about being a fucking evil piece of shit, run to the Old Testament. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Be chill. You need to chill, man.
Yeah, this was a hard watch. All he had to say was that, right, I brought it for my own comfort to feel as if God is close to me, right? Of course, I carry God within my heart as the Holy Spirit, right? But as the Holy Spirit resides within me, but having something physical with me, and the Word of God is sharper than any sword, as it says in the book of Revelation, or some shit like that. And of course, I haven't been a Christian in almost 2 years now. But if I was a Christian, or at least if I was trying to fucking LARP as one and bringing a Bible around, I'd at least have a couple verses handy. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, there is no authenticity behind his Christianity. He just brought it to be like, look, guys, I'm a Christian. And now he feels like he needs to find a verse to justify, like, this is the verse that brought me comfort. And you can't find it.
I can't actually find the verse that I had that day. But this is good enough. This is from Isaiah 12.
I'm sorry, that clip is hilarious. It gets me every single time. This is not a coincidence. This is the system working exactly as designed. Let me put this in perspective for you. When I was growing up in the church, if a leader caught me alone with my girlfriend, not that I had many, I had one, but even if we were doing nothing wrong, it was still grounds to remove me from my volunteer ministry position because we were to avoid the appearance of evil at all costs. So I'm not being hyperbolic here. That actually happened to people I knew personally. But if you're a politician or a celebrity and you sexually assault a woman and claim Christianity, you're not only welcomed in, you're given a larger platform to stand by.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, no, the reason why you were so heavily scrutinized as a young man dating a girl in the church is because they don't want to spoil the merchandise, right? A part of the pitch of Christianity, especially evangelical and conservative Christianity, or the various iterations of these forms of Christianity, is, hey, join the club, get a girl, right? You join the club, we will give you a chick with like zero mileage. At least that's the ideal situation, right? I hope to get you a nice, good Christian girl. Don't never been with a man, and so they don't want you to spoil the merchandise. They want to, as much as possible, make sure as many women remain virgins for potential Christian suitors.
Folks, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Travis Kagard, one of the co-owners. Today we're going to talk about screens and filters on regular gutters and why it's not really a good solution to fix your problem with clogged gutters or overflowing gutters. So what you have now is a regular open top gutter, and the most common thing for people to do is to go to like your big box store and buy a screen. So they have different variations of this screen. They're all do-it-yourself products. Some roofing companies will even put them in for you. But the problem is not only can they cause problems to your roof because they can avoid your roof's warranty if they go up underneath the shingle, if they're installed flat, they create what they call kind of like a shelf, and stuff just sits on them over time. But the problem is small debris still gets through there. So your roof granules, your seeds from your maple trees, or people call them helicopters or whirlybirds. I'm sure everybody's seen the guy, in the neighborhood that has screen with looks like soldiers sticking out of their screen. So it creates a problem. Eventually the seed drops in, gets in the gutter system. If there's any kind of dirt or debris in there, it acts as like a soil platform. And next thing you know, you have trees growing out of your gutters, literally. So the next common thing is to do a smaller screen made out of aluminum. It's going to do the same exact thing. It's going to keep some of the bigger stuff out, some of your bigger seeds, but it's still going to allow all your roof granules, dirt, moisture, insects are a big thing that we see in gutters a lot of times that people don't like to talk about. But I don't know how many gutters that we've taken this product off, and we could have started an ant farm, a termite farm, all kinds of stuff. So, and then last but not least, there's a filter out there on the market. There's a couple different variations. So this particular product does a good job of keeping the small debris out, but it's still creating a shelf. So what that does is it impedes the flow. Here in the Midwest, we have really high pollen counts, especially this year. So one thing about high pollen counts is the seeds and stuff gets stuck on there, and it impedes the water flow. So the last thing you want to do is water to be coming off the roof into the gutter and have no point of entry to get into the gutter. Then it's just going to
Suitors, so that when they do get married and he does receive his virgin wife, he can feel like he really like got something out of the whole ordeal. This was like kind of one of his prizes for actually becoming a devout Christian.
So, why does sexual assault rank so low on the evangelical priority list? Why is it not an obvious deal breaker? Why does this keep happening over and over again? Well, I'm going to put the pieces together for you. You see, white evangelicalism is built on hierarchy. At the very top of that hierarchy are white men.
Oh, yeah.
In the structure,
For sure.
men are called by God to lead the home, the church, and the nation. And creator of the universe to stop evil. Because of that, men must be protected from the devil's schemes, who will stop at nothing to prevent good men from leading. And
Okay.
this, my friends, is what allows men to be seen simultaneously as the strong alpha male God made them to be, and the fragile victim that must be protected from women's bodies,
Right.
from criticism, and from accountability. Touch not God's anointed, after all, right? This particular version of Christianity embraces a highly American and westernized version of masculinity. Men conquer, dominate, and colonize. Women submit, follow, obey, and receive. And don't blame them, by the way. They're just telling you what God's word clearly says.
Right.
It's
yeah.
not their
It's
fault.
right there in the book.
They were born in a white male body, that the God of the universe just happened to choose them to be in charge. I mean, after all, it is a heavy burden to bear, but someone has to do it, right?
Right,
White
yes.
evangelicalism prioritizes results over everything. Because it's an ideology steeped in capitalism, its metrics for success are based on growth. More converts, more money, more power. In fact, if a pastor faithfully serves a congregation of 50 people and it never grows, it is seen as a failure by
Definitely.
evangelical standards.
Definitely 1000%. If your church is small, you have a small congregation, your church is a failure. It's real. That's real. That's really evangelical Christian culture.
Where was your strategy for growth? Why didn't you save more souls for the kingdom? We're in a battle and we need to win. The stakes have never been higher. That's what they'll tell you. The result is a Christianity that promotes men who are bullies, narcissists, abusers, and predators.
Yeah.
Because those are the men that will get shit. Believe that Jesus Christ is God in the flesh. Christ shows us what God is like. And considering that Christ was also a male, it's not a stretch to see Christ as an example of what masculinity is designed to look like. But there's a problem for the alpha bro, because Jesus looks nothing like them.
Yeah.
We don't read about a Jesus who worked out, ran marathons, was building well, or who declared that his followers should make Rome great again.
Right.
Jesus wasn't vengeful. He taught that the first are last and the last are first.
Yeah.
He told his disciples to love their enemy. He didn't blame women for a man's lust problem. In fact, he told men.
I mean, it's like they read everything except what the verses that have to do with Jesus. Everything except what Jesus said and what he did. Everything else in the Bible, they that's what they read. That's what they like.
To gouge out their eyes. He didn't blame women for men's problems. He made men own their own.
Summer's here, and right now get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models, with no payments for 90 days.
Yo, it's that boy Heat. Too much sense, probably. And today, we're just librarian on September. Let's get to it, man.
Yes, sir.
See, what you feeling today, Wolves? Man, I'm feeling like, well, first off, I want to check out the resource that we got here. Okay, this is all new to me, okay? That's September. Oh, that is dope, yo. Fire. Already looking neat. That's crazy. It's crazy. Let me just click through things. Some books and pets and books.
Their own shit. By the way, did I mention that Jesus was single, childless, and poor? He'd be considered
Right.
an abject failure of a man in today's bro-evangelical landscape. Jesus
Definitely.
didn't punch down. He punched up.
It's like they're all talking about wanting to be more like Jesus whilst pursuing a life that is the opposite of what Jesus was.
Explicitly said, it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than for a camel to pass through the eye of the needle. What
Yeah.
he didn't say was that if you're poor, just work harder. And that
Right.
doesn't sound very pro-capitalist of him, does it? In fact, after Jesus ate dinner with the tax collector, Zacchaeus, the man repented and he paid back what he stole and then some. You know what he didn't do? Declare himself innocent and say his victims were lying. And then, of course, there's the infamous passage in John chapter 8, right? The woman caught in adultery. The powerful men drag her to Jesus, demanding accountability, and Jesus turns to the accusers, the men, and tells them to examine themselves first.
Right.
He doesn't protect the institution, he protects the vulnerable. He doesn't rally around the powerful, And by the way, this is the Jesus that we read about in the Gospels that white evangelicalism has crucified and will not resurrect. In God's kingdom, powerful men who abuse others repent. They seek amends. They accept the consequences for their actions. This is incompatible with the bro-evangelical culture currently dominating America. And frankly, it's a damning indictment of the theological bankruptcy of the white evangelical experiment.
Right,
In this
yeah.
theology, rapists are protected because the woman was asking for it. In this theology, bullies are rewarded and
Bro's cooking right now.
weakness is seen as weakness. Look at who they voted for in the past 3 election cycles. In this theology, the president on his 3rd marriage with a history of infidelity is God's anointed. But Barack Obama, the husband of one wife, is the Antichrist who hates God.
Who is actually, now I don't know how Christian Barack Obama is. I don't know how much he's hamming that shit up or playing it up. But Barack Obama actually appears to be like at least a much more devout Christian than Trump ever was at any point in his life. He could actually probably list off real Bible verses that he likes, and he would have called 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians. You know what I mean? Well, the evangelicals get behind the racist, sexual predator. Yeah. Birds of a feather, probably. Definitely. I'm not going to put sexual predator on everybody who's in MAGA, but you got to wear the racist if you're MAGA for sure.
Because Trump is giving them power and control, and Obama tried to keep their power and privilege in check. I am not surprised at all that Conor McGregor suddenly converted to Christianity after being found liable for assault. It is a safe space for men like him. He will be seen as a martyr of the hostile, secular world that hates masculinity and God. The truth of what he did is completely irrelevant. What matters is that McGregor says the right words. As long as he does that, expect his platform to grow inside of white Christianity. I mean, can you blame so many of us for leaving? The double standard is as obvious as the sun on a summer's day. Imagine being told your entire life that God's standard for sexuality is absolute abstinence until a lifelong marriage, only to watch pastors, politicians, and celebrities live lives completely antithetical to that. And instead of standing on their principles, your church leaders acquiesce. All of a sudden, the rhetoric shifts. Anyone can be forgiven. No one is perfect. Don't be so judgmental.
Right.
And when you push back, you are seen as rebellious, as not submitting to church leadership. I have said and will continue.
Yeah, so basically what I'm hearing is, you know how a lot of times people out of high school, they'll go and travel, right? What do they call that? They take a gap year. Yeah, maybe that's what a lot of young Christians need to do. Just take a gap year, a couple of gap years with the Christianity shit. Go get it out of your system. Go have fun, live a real life, and then come back. And you'll be like these predators and degenerates that get embraced and open to out again. Right? Because all are made anew. Is that how that works? But very interesting shit. Let's allow
to say that white supremacy needs to be dismantled. It continues to produce rotten fruit because the tree itself is rotten.
Right.
From the election of Trump twice, to the men that they promote and platform, to the policies that they endorse. They only bring chaos and destruction. Mark my words, Conor McGregor will be on a stage somewhere soon, mic in hand, talking about his faith to rounds of applause while his victim is left to pick up the pieces. I mean, not
1,000%, and probably also helping to get some kind of conservative far-right fast elected to political. But that's the video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you see the connection here, or are we reaching? All right, till next time. Peace out.
Welcome to Sprunky World Online RP. Create your own character, explore live locations, and dive into non-stop role-playing fun. Chat, play, and adventure together in a vibrant online universe where every choice is yours. Easy to play on phone or computer, totally free, and packed with surprises waiting around every corner. Your story starts now. Play now on playgamer.com.
make it our mission to serve these guests the best we can. Elijah over there, he knows what I'm talking about.
I bring energy, I bring jokes, I bring happiness. I heard it was first time at Cobras. I got a sample of flavor that they play.
Wow.
Oh, you're right. Of course.
Flowers, think again. Let's talk about why autoflowers could be the next big thing for your grow. Before we do, today's video is brought to you by Real Growers Grow Dots, the easiest way to feed your high-value plants. You mix grow dots in once at the beginning of your grow, and they feed your plants all the way to harvest. You don't have to worry about nutrient burn or nutrient lockout. Grow Dots does all the hard work for you. Check them out over realgrowers.com. And while you're there, use coupon code Scotty420 to get 20% off your first order. Now let's get back to the show. Come on, Max. You want to grow some autoflowers with me?
I'm not sure that I do, man. I've always heard that autoflowers are not quite as potent or fire as some of the more traditional seeds. So maybe you can change my mind.
I have heard that too, but things do change. They develop. So, yeah, autoflowers are originally with cannabis indica, cannabis sativa, and you have cannabis ruderalis, which is a non-photoperiod dependent, used to be ditchweed, they would call it. So they started breeding the indicas and sativas with the ditchweed, and they got some decent, but a lot of ditchweed still in there. So, yeah, it's been a work in progress for the last 15 years or so. It's got better though.
Okay, Cortez, one of the
Yes.
friends of the show, I have heard that his autoflowers generally end up being fire, but I've heard so, and maybe it's just the indoctrination. I've heard so many people complain about the quality.
I actually talked to Cortez. I called him up, telling him I was going to be doing some autoflower talk, and he says, look, most of the autoflowers from back in the day were crossed with this lowrider. Lowrider was like the ruderalis that they would cross with, or it was what they started working with. And they weren't that good. It took a lot of a Daz from Night Owl. He's a great autoflower breeder. That put a lot of work in. I mean, it's over a decades worth of work went into this stuff, so it's gotten better. We're improving.
Okay, and you mentioned something about photo-dependent.
Yeah.
That's kind of why they started doing this. Explain what you mean by they're not photo-dependent, and then help me understand why that would be something people would be looking for.
Sure, because of this ditchweed, like we like to call it, and then it would flower up. Meaning photo-dependent when we are normal.
Watching, man. I ain't gonna keep playing Jeff, man. I'm gonna go
light
ahead
cycle, 18 hours.
play somebody that could kill
12 hours off.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose again. Man, shut up.
Indica and sativa.
I got tired of losing. I lost the last match, so I was like, fuck yeah. I know if I play healer, man, it's gonna be hard to kill me, and I could keep my team alive, man, get it done. It's 18 on 18, so it's kind of hard to be a difference maker just with one character, unless you play like healer or tank. Because a tank, if you good, you could protect your team from damage, and if you're a healer, you could protect the stupid half of your team from the damage they already took. But playing a DPS, you gotta get out there and murder shit to make a difference. I was playing Squirrel Girl, bro. That shit kind of fun, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hated Squirrel Girl forever until I tried her yesterday. Now I still hate her, but she fun to play with. It's like you playing a whole different game. Everybody else playing Marvel, you playing pool and shit. Cause all her shots ricochet off the wall, so Namor, I gotta go up here and look and see the nigga. Her, I could just be back here. First I'll start out shooting right here, they bounce and hit over there. Then I hit this, they bounce over there. Then I hit that wall, they start bouncing in the tunnel. Oh, never gotta be in the front line. I just be in the back somewhere, bouncing shit off of the walls, trying to get the angles right and shit. Matter of fact, I'm about to switch this girl, girl. But yeah, that shit was fun as a motherfucker because you don't never even gotta be in danger. Instead of going back there, I could just stay behind the corner. This shit crazy.
So that's just something to have to do. Sure. Is it really though? I mean, I don't know
Like,
stuff about
instead of going up there to see, I can just shoot up here and be bouncing them off the corner. And if I ain't hitting nobody, ain't nobody over there, then I could bounce them off of this one and see who over there. Then, you know, I could bounce them down the hallway, see if I hit some. If I don't hit none, ain't nobody in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I don't never got a peek for real. I could just lob shit down there. And then if something pop off, she could jump high as a motherfucker. And if somebody run up on you, you could, that's about to show you. You could hit them with this L2 and they'll be stuck in a little trap. Normally I was waiting until somebody ran up on me. And then I'll just try to jump and then look down and hit him with the trap. Like that dinosaur, if he was on me, I'll like jump and then I'll try to hit him with that bitch because it'll get him stuck in place and shit. Yeah, Squirrel Girl cool. Like, I ain't even gotta run up there to help them niggas with Spider-Man, bro. I just throw them, oh shit, somebody on my ass. So, all the niggas on my ass. It'd be more fun if I started with Squirrel Girl, so I'll be with my team instead of just running around the map by myself. Because the point is my team fighting up there, so they trying to kill niggas, but I'm back here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always, I'm like up there with the team without being up there with the team. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be safe as a motherfucker. Just lobbing damage in there. Till Spider-Man comes to the back line and try to get you. And he tired of getting hit by random coconuts and shit.
So help me understand how what you're talking about today is definitely not what I experienced.
Yeah, I'm not hating that.
Better stock to start off with where they stock something like the lighter or the delivery. We've got so many autoflower genetics workers that
Okay, so I'm kind of too food and negative dimensions. Help me out though. What are some of the advantages?
the biggest advantage.
Yeah. Something some shit. This is the 18th place, man. Oh no, I made 6th place with this bitch last night. One time. Man, how'd she break that? Oh, bitch could teleport. This Spider-Man annoying, bro. He keep trying to come back here and get my instead of just fighting head up. To fight the front line, nah, don't get in the hallway against it. Spider-Man is faggot. He not gonna let me have fun. He must have got fucked up by a squirrel girl before, cause he made sure he come to try to stop me from fucking having fun. But yeah, squirrel girl annoying, cause you be getting hit by shit, you don't even see the bitch, man. Shit, you be bouncing off corner.
Seems like you have like a simple setup, simple tent, one light, use for good stuff like recharging the gun. Seems like
Niggas playing for real today, man. I ain't been 18th place in a long time, no matter who the fuck I was playing. I feel like nobody playing Hiller, to be honest, man. Damn. Not this song. 3 Hillers, 4 Hillers, 5 Hillers. Ain't nobody playing tank code. Nigga, it's 18 niggas. We got one tank. Savage. He's solo taking on 18.
Bro, don't worry. Today I'm going to share with
Yeah, yeah, feel like 18v1. He's solo taking.
What we do.
Bro, once you get in here, bro, all the way to heart. Don't worry about you three. All the hard work for it. That's what a real bro's got. No, Scotty 420. The first door. Back to the show. Come on, Ashley, let's get into it. Let's make things easy. I love it. That's what I love about you, Scott. Is he's always been so. It's some new relatives. Right. 3 tips, and the first one is just start with the light. Start with the light. Because it's beautiful, because it's structure, it's always easy to get it. When you get it for me, you'll be able to Google it, get it, you like buddy that you got it from. I like the low rollers, flower up. Do I want to pop it? I want to let it
I'm trying to stay in front of my team and block the damage without getting my eyes murdered. So.
yeah, other big things.
Somebody healing the fuck out of me, man.
How method, hold up and all that. When you're putting the loans, hold up in the bottom, hold up, it's already well. Basically, throw it in a cup, throw the guns in there, and 2 weeks later, you got something back to the plan. The other thing that I don't think is in the show notes, about starting from phone, getting a girl phone, and starting from TV, you might end up wasting a bunch of time. It really does. I've had one of them, hours and 7 weeks, the other one's hours and 11 weeks. They start with the bug. That happens. Okay. What streaming how did streaming process it's very similar to what I was saying earlier. Days, like the full 66 days. That's an amazing, it's a great fun plan to work. You know something that you get where it's 12-week grade, maybe it's popcorn buzz.
Did I fucking miss, bro? I came out here just so I could do that shit, bro. I can't do that shit in the hall. That was trash, bro. Yeah, my team followed me like I really had a plan. I just wanted to use my special, nigga. Yeah. Shut up, that ain't funny, bro. Damn, I had 3 kills, I was 18. I got 11 kills, I'm still down there 18. Oh yeah, it's hard to, they don't respect the tank, man. Yeah.
You know, autoflowers, if you're good at popping this,
It's hard to get MVP playing tank. I just jumped in the crowd. I use the tech to see if those my niggas. I just jumped in the crowd.
Yeah. You build down what's going to come to it's like success or failure. It's a positive environment. And what
thinking about it, but I would recommend growing it. Because it's a sealed environment. Yeah, sure, sure. And then the other thing you got to consider is where am I putting this? If I like one room, where it's breathing from, I got to consider where am I putting that next and what's the future community in there. Plants grow, they still actively I'm just so really fast. You've got this metabolism, so I got to be careful with things. It might seem oh, I got a room up above my head.
Fucking missed it.
Yeah, just consider what you're doing to make sure that it's in a good environment. Comfortable for you, probably
Number 7, man. I was 1 away from making the top 6.
yeah. So the plants are going to grow
I
slow.
think I'm a bad boy with Magneto. But that's why I don't be playing with these niggas in 18 versus 18. I try to play with people I'm not good with, so I can be good when I play with them niggas in competitive, you know? Because if my team ain't doing shit, or if they doing everything except for tank shit, then I know I could be like, all right, I could switch to Magneto and I could be some help to my squad. Because, you know, if you could play tank with 18 motherfuckers worth of shit going on around you, you probably be all right with fucking 6 people worth of shit going on around. Even though it's not like practicing the matches and how the game work and all that, it's just practicing your character. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect environment for runs, solo cup, and flowers. You want to be a little bit lower given flowers.
That's one of the great things.
But I kept getting some sorry teams, bro. And I'm not trying to fuck my rank up, bro. Just keep playing game after game, and niggas just throwing and picking 4-5 DPS, this shit, no tank, no healer on the squad. I'm like, nah, bro.
And I'm thinking watering, and I'll go for a watering.
We gonna play something else for a minute, man.
Very connected. But underwatering and letting your plants dry out is something that happens to a lot of new growers. You go away from the weekend, you get to water your plants, but overwatering, you see that so much more as people get hammered with drugs. Oh man, it's my new hobby. I go home every day and water them, and I just got to do food. I just got to do fertilizer from the store and stuff. All the promises in the world. They water this on them. They end up drowning the plants in the roots and aerated soil, aerated
They came back here and got mine. I can feel like I'm not doing nothing, but if them niggas skip my whole team and come all the way back there to get me, then I know I must have been annoying somebody.
Yeah, I used to
Like, I'm way back here, bro. I'm not even in the fight. So if y'all niggas come all the way back here, I mean, these acorns must have been hitting something.
moisture and right amount of air, and then you just let the wicking properties of the media just wick up and holds moisture and holds purposes in the air. So all I really do is blue buckets and hot water once a week, get a little bit of soil micro, recharge them in there, and then all I have to do is keep the reservoir filled. That's water perfectly.
Okay, and then you also mentioned nutrients as a new grower when I first got into this. That was the most intimidating thing looking at it. I was full of nutrients and not knowing how just tons of different ways I could screw it up.
I mean, those were a real profit center back in the day. You could spend thousands of dollars on nutrients. Like what one cost about $50 per plant, something like that. So then A, B,
That was very simple.
equal parts A, B,
put them in your reservoir, 1,000 parts per million, whatever you're doing. You just get to the point where you use the road out and the hydroponics makes a 3-part. It's doesn't have to be complicated. Thousands of dollars, millions of videos. That's not big.
What the fuck is that?
And what I like about the robots,
Oh, that's what the hood sound like?
robots are just
I be playing with my volume off so much, listening to YouTube.
Yes, it does, sir.
It is easier playing when you can hear these niggas screaming. Cause I be getting hit by special sometimes, I don't even be hearing them. And they just gonna keep letting me hit them, they not gonna move.
Share this video with another grower you know, and check out the other couple videos that you recommended. I think
Damn, I missed it. Yeah, I knew he was coming, I still missed.
I know what it is, man. It is things that don't affect photosynthesis. I'm sorry.
Damn, 18. I still got 8 kills, dude. Shut up. What the fuck? They not playing that shit no more. Ain't mad about them 8 kills. Oh, they about to lose though, man. Y'all better worry about the objective. And I'm about to fuck these niggas over. You don't wanna fight this bitch in the hallway, bro. Sending squirrels out there your ass. Fuck. Bro, I swear, her and Penny together in a hallway would be, it's not unstoppable, bro. There's no way you'll ever come down that hallway.
And if you missed it, it's on Spotify. There's such thing as Spotify. We're talking about up here. So that's fresh.
Beach.
It was insane. Spotify. That's all of our replays of live.
Oh no, 2 more seconds.
Yeah, we said that it's a different show, and having the studio audience, and normally the studio audience, they just laugh.
Yeah, buddy. Dragging like a big shot. Had you tuned up. Ah, come on. Y'all should have let me finish that. They was in that doorway too, and I had all my cooldowns and my special. Oh yeah, it was about to get about 5 kills easy. I had 18. God damn, the lowest was 30 kills. Niggas was doing some crazy shit. But how this nigga got 10? And he 10 with 10 kills. This nigga 30 and 5 and she at the bottom. Oh, he got 31,000 damage blocked. Oh no. They calculations is calculating. Trying to see who's more important. He ain't got no kills, but he blocked all the damage so the other bitch could get the kills. Yeah, my coffee tried to kill me. Oh, I was playing with Moonlight the other day. He kind of fun too. He hard to play with, bro. I feel like playing Assassin's Creed or something, man. I only got 200 health. And his moves is like, you see all them goddamn moves, man? That's not beginner friendly, man. And then it's like, this one you can throw the on. And anybody in that area, you get that ricochet damage. So that's hard. But you gotta predict where the enemy's gonna be at in order to use that. And then if somebody run up on me, all I got is this L2 or fire. That one swing. And then I got a 3-second cooldown before I can use it again. And you can't really shoot a nigga running up on you like that. And then if I try to get away, I gotta do some shit like that. Throw the grapple and try to guard the fuck up out of there.
Yes, sir.
But I think I'm doing alright though. Normally I'd have been dead by now. But yeah, you gotta be like sneaky with this nigga, bro. You gotta pop up. Imagine that they gonna be down there and throw the unk. Then when the bitch go down there, you can shoot the unk and they do that ricochet. They run up, hit them with that. Then if they try to get your claw and you little grapple, and this bitch still on my. But yeah, I done seen niggas get down with that nigga though. I ain't never played with that nigga until like last night.
And I came back from out of town, and one plant was super heavy, the other one wasn't. It was broken potentially with and automated with drippers. It's kind of hard to dial in those watering needs. Of course, the drippers do adjust within a gallon per minute or whatever, but just my advice is that you got to set up automatic irrigation before you go to town with at least a week ahead of time. Give yourself time to dial in those drippers, especially.
See if I can get away one time.
Water stress is a legit thing. I just got plants coming out of the wall.
At least I shit.
Water stress works, man. And I will say about that
Spider-Man dope as fuck, man. But it's just that R1, you only get one chance, man. If you had a couple of them bitches, it'd be cool. But if you miss, you ask like that nigga right there. Who the fuck? I'm trying to demonstrate this. Like as soon as I find somebody, you gotta try to snatch that nigga, and if you miss, now I got a 7-second cooldown before I can do it again. So it's like I could plot on the whole enemy team, be sneaky, swing around, be lurking, jump all the way to their back line, and then try to grab a nigga, and then I miss. And now I'm just out, and I gotta go do something else and wait for like 8 seconds. And then now I can try to swing back. And then I can try to come do it again. Go back to the back line, try to smash the nigga again. Got him this time. Still didn't have enough fucking power with weak ass Spider-Man to kill the nigga. Then gotta run around for another 8 seconds. Try to swing back to their back line, get them again. But I ain't gonna lie, it's fun sneaking up behind niggas and snatching them up with that motherfucker. And then snatching them off the map or uppercutting their ass. Like, that shit is fun. And the fact that can't nobody really kill you if you don't want to die, because you can just swing away. But then you're not really helping the team, so you kind of useless and shit. So it ain't really fair that you could just swing away because everybody else still boxing, and then you like, oh shit, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But you would never die if you don't really want to die. Or if you a coward, you would never die. You could always just swing the fuck up out of there. I don't see nobody killing Spider-Man if you don't want to die. But the problem ain't done. The problem is actually being helped. Nigga. Like, I see this bitch. Damn. Yeah, am I gonna be able to land close enough and snatch her with the web and do enough damage to kill the bitch? Or am I just gonna piece her up and she gonna get healed right back up and shit? Then I gotta swing away. It's fun, but I don't think I'll be helping my team, man. Even when I be like hard chilling at night, locked in, damn near sleepy, just playing on Ultra Instinct, autopilot and shit. And I be playing with Spider-Man, I just be swinging around, snatch a nigga uppercutting, pop, pop, pop. But then I gotta hurry up and go, and then he still be alive and shit, man. But I be fucking shit up, it'd be fun, but it's like the nigga in the hood that just be shooting in the crowd, bro. He ain't even helping for real. The op's still alive. He getting innocent bystanders shot, getting niggas extra cases, shit. Nigga think he helping, just busting in the crowd. Let me see, man. Somebody that's new that I'm not useless with, man.
Different points of intensity within that far range.
I got my strike team down pretty cool. I'm gonna add one more DPS and one more healer, so it'll be six, like the tank. What's another DPS I could play with?
Since then, last few years, they've added our red.
Daredevil hard, bro, but I ain't played with Black Cat yet. He hard, but he hard to play with, boy.
That just stimulates photosynthesis a little bit.
That nigga got 100 buddies. I mean, this bitch hard to play with too, though, man. She got a whole store and some more shit. Then gotta open a store and start shopping and shit. I think I just pushed the button. Oh, there it goes. You gotta open a store in the middle of the fight, buy another move or some shit. Oh no, we gonna try to figure it out. Probably not, bro. I don't even know what these moves is doing to me, bro. Yeah, I don't think 18 on 18 is a good place to practice this move. I don't even know what the move is doing. I know that's the store you could buy. I could buy this helmet Hades, and then I use it with the R1, and then I could disappear. So, like, that's kind of hard, because the bitch could always just open up the store and disappear whenever she wants to, but you gotta be fast enough to get it to a scribe, then go grab the hat, and if you ain't got no coins, you can't buy shit. So you gotta get the coins, but I got the fan in front of my TV. What button is that? Because the players I know, I don't need to look, but I think it's circle. You use circle to reach out and try to snatch a nigga. And I could grab some coins from gravity. And once I get them coins from grabbing the nigga, then I could buy the helmet. Then I could disappear and get the fuck out of there. But you gotta be fast enough to do some damage, get in, get out, grab the coins, hurry up and buy that bitch, hurry up and use that. Hey, I kinda did it. But yeah, bro. This bitch hard, but you gotta be like nasty. Oh, can I get it? I'm about to try to throw that bitch on again. That's dope though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna practice that bitch one night. I'm not about to keep trying right now. But she fast. She got the double jump, it looks like. Somebody save me. Nobody gonna save me. Alright. Man. I think L1 was my role, so I could come in here, snatch the coins off of her, roll away, buy the helmet, disappear, grab the coins off of that nigga, hit some random fucking buttons, roll away, try to open this door, but I'm broke. Now I gotta go try to get some money. Give me some money, bitch. I need some cash, bitch. Let's get up out of food. Should I get some money for? I'm not about to do anything. I gotta learn with the buttons too and practice, and then I can practice at 18. Like once I know the button, oh that make you roll, oh that give you a shield. Cause other than that, I just be pushing shit. I feel like Punisher too easy to add to my team, bro. Cause that's a poke character that shoots like shooting called poke. So that's a poke character cause he shoot. That's a poke character because he shoot. That's a poke character. I just got all poke characters in my DPS. Like for my strike team, poke. He the only dog character. I need another dog character. I'm gonna go ahead and try this bitch. Cause she got that little teleport. If I could figure this shit out, I was working with her last night too, man. I mean, I played like 2 to 3 matches with the bitch, but I think I figured she only got 4 moves. I think I figured out what they do. I don't know what the yes, I do. The triangle one is like a projectile. I think it's kind of lame. I might have to switch the team up. But I ain't played with her enough to try all the team up, so I don't even know how many she got for real. Spider-Man number one. You must have been doing this thing.
Use it for like 15 minutes, maybe a couple times a day first, and it's enough to trigger that stress response.
And it's like they forget people exist, bro. Like when I play 18 on 18, like if I switch and I play with Penny and I start dogging, ain't nobody got Penny on the squad. But the next game, bro, it's gonna be like 4 pennies out there. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like they forget the nigga exists till somebody dog with that nigga. Now everybody gonna be playing with Spider-Man after that nigga was dogging. So, or after I was annoying on niggas, then the next nigga was gonna come play with Spider-Man in the last match.
Yeah, and I want to recommend quick, your grandma, I threw a link right here just a
Yeah, I think the triangle is like this lame ass little projectile thing. Like, it's too much fucking light span, bro. You gotta see shit. It's like that. That's it. And then I think the rest of it is alright.
The reason they don't let you dial this into regular lights because they will not last.
I forgot what the R1 did. Oh, gas.
This is the last allowing time for recycling. That light, and that like it's 100 watts of that LED diode, so that's pretty dope.
So I could dash, I could teleport, swing with it, I could throw a projectile, and I could die. Fuck that. Bro, my pride don't let me play with new characters that long, bro, because they keep killing me. Then I be like, it make me want to switch to somebody I can fight back with, man. Hey, I want to play with that arrow, the boy, Hawkeye, the boy and arrow nigga, man, but he's tragic, bro. This game be going 100 miles an hour, and this nigga, he riding a bike and shit, man. It's not even fair, man. They should have got that nigga like a repeating crossbow or something, man. Okay, okay. Oh shit, wrong button. The damn Moon Knight grapple is circle. This nigga's grapple is L1. I was trying to get away with the wrong button. Cause I used to, when I was playing with this nigga a little bit, I would hit the smoke and then I'd hit the L1. And hopefully them niggas wouldn't still be on my ass like that. I might not be able to play with 6 different DPS, man. I mean, I don't know. I could always just say fuck it. I already got Spider-Man on the list, though. Just throw Spider-Man on there. Oh, no, that defeats the purpose, though. The point is to make sure I got 6 niggas I can play with. I'm used to this fucking fight. Ain't nobody gonna kill me. I'm gonna sit this motherfucker down, man. Ain't nobody even shot at me anyway. Why I ain't gotta move? They said fuck the Punisher. He ain't no threat. Let that nigga do what he do. I know I see you, Blade. I know you gonna kill. He trying to kill me. Hold on. Let me. What the fuck is second? What grappling wasn't hooking on to nothing? I know I was pushing the fuck out of that L1, but and I'm one kill, just
I was like, oh, it's just far red. No, it's far red.
You must be in the spawn room. It's evil. I don't even see his fucking. I'm the only dude who can walk over a health pack and not get to the health pack, bro. That shit happens every day, all day. He gonna revive me when I don't. Yeah, useless with the Punisher too, for real. It's a sitting duck and you not useless. they retarded and don't fucking look up. And I guess you'd be used to as an program.
And there's some receptors that respond to
Now I gotta use this nigga again because I got my special.
respond to like a separate.
I don't know what the fuck
And the
that
idea
is.
that mix them in the right proportions, you can get a phone.
Oh, I remember this nigga special, that big one. We killed a weirdo that's trying to sneak behind the back line. Ah, you fucking dumb fucking fish. Fuck, they made sure I didn't get to use that motherfucker. Bro. Nigga in the back line, the fish hit the special, the bitch hit the special. I might have to start turning my mic on, bro. I think niggas be communicating. I ain't never communicated with my team, man. Cause if I turn my mic on, that means my team is gonna hear my YouTube shit. But if I mute the mic, then that means the stream not gonna hear the YouTube shit. So either I gotta put it where I can hear the team, and I gotta mute my mic when I'm not talking. Then the stream is gonna be quiet. Or I'm gonna just have to do it like this, or I could play music in the background and shit. And just leave my mic open so the stream can have something to listen to. And I just can't talk to you niggas, boy. Why do they come back here and kill me so bad? Yeah, I ain't even doing shit, I know. I was fucking shit up with Namor, man, but I already added him to the strike team. Let me see, is it another healer I can play with? Find a healer.
Generating hormone. It takes like 90 minutes. We're like, oh, the lights are definitely out. We didn't get a sunset tonight. We didn't get that red glowing sunset, so the lights are out. We did that glow that it simulates sunset, and the plant just goes, oh, sleep time.
I like it. I like it. It's basically a way to get it time to go to sleep quicker. You guys want to implement it in your grow. There's plenty of far red, supplemental bars, because obviously if it's combined within your main fixture, some fixtures are tunable, but you can't just turn those diodes on and other diodes. That gets expensive for LED manufacturers because you have to have different drivers now, and this can be complicated, but it's not too bad to get a couple of 730 nanometer supplemental bars.
You know, man, I am thinking, though, that these light manufacturers at this point know something that we don't, or at least know more than we do about it. Because if they're putting these in the fixtures, and it's not just one company, it's a bunch of companies, they must have figured out the right proportions for that camera center effect and for the just the right amount of stimulation, not causing plant damage. They must have tested this out. I believe in the giant corporations.
Or if you guys give us some comments and let us know what you think of EPAR, meaning UVA, UVU. We didn't get into UVC. I don't even know if I can get into that being fully going to grow.
You know, UVC is dangerous. A is all right. B causes burn. C causes cancer. Those are the lights that they use to kill powdery mildew on walls and stuff. They're really not. I don't think you would want to use them in the grows. I have one friend that is using it in the grow, and I am the jury's out on that. I wouldn't mess with UVC.
All right. Some videos coming soon of my Ion Prime grow from realmedia.com. If you guys want to check it out, on that I can have the part of it over at acspinning.com and from Gizo for free updates on that. Yes. Scotty, thank God for the BBC producers. This is a double shout out. Shout out to Will Brothers as well. Will Brothers, not only that,
What the fuck? Gonna fucking fuck? Stop this fucking cycle, bitch.
Absolutely. That's what I believe. I mean, if I was going to do something, I'm having trouble buying it, if I don't get my triplets, maybe what you want, that's the thing to do. To really cut out. You're about 15 of a year when you're out of town. So you're helping small people with mixed up 2 parts, 3 parts, 1 part, whatever it is. It's still
come on, you can't let nobody kill your fucking hell.
That's all I did to it the first day. And it was but I could have recharged at one time. It was so cheesy, man. So, yes, thank you all so much. Thank you for watching. I see the fact that I'm in the air. That's of course. I love the video because they like handmade for this that. Thank you for this man.
Oh, it's taking a long time to push through this fucking tunnel, man. And how'd I get in the front? Oh, son, yeah. That's how. That's how you got in the front. In the front. In the front, nigga. Hill is in the front, nigga. Hill fighting Bennett, nigga. All my niggas healed as fuck. Oh shit, I'm about to die. I'm gonna die multiply. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get out the way, kid. Get back the way, kid. I'm trying to find you, though. Oh shit. Don't let me die to the fish, cuz. Oh, nigga. Oh. Oh, oh, get her with the sleep. Get her with the sleep. Oh, 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 oh. Had to hear myself, good. My bad. I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit her with the sleep. I'm gonna hit her with the sleep. I'm gonna hit her with the sleep. Hit her with the sleep! Oh shit. That's 6 more seconds. I'm hit her with the sleep.
She looks dope.
Yeah, she on. She got the circle for whenever you need an extra boost of health. She got the sleep, that R1, with the the fucking countdown on that motherfucker hour though. Like you can hit somebody with the sleep. Oh, let me show this bitch. I'm just looking at her, dog. But you can hit a nigga with the sleep and it just freeze like. Yeah, I gotta find an enemy that you can actually see that ain't in the cards. And then, damn, I missed. But if you hit them with the sleep, they stuck. But look at that shit. It's like 15 seconds, bro. You can only do that shit once every 15 seconds. And that's like her only attack move for real. Just to pause it. I mean, if you pause them, they dead. Because they just gonna have to stand there for like 3 seconds. And yeah, it's cool. Come on, don't die. Sleep that bitch. And then she can hit circle and heal herself. And then you can try to keep your team alive around you. That'll help you stay alive. You keep healing their ass. And if you keeping them alive, they call it killing. They might kill and come back and save you and you and those and shit. Like, oh no, you can't let them kill the hill. Just came in front. I don't know what the fuck her special doing. I'm just doing it. It just fucking. It look like it's handling my team. Like, it don't look like it's doing no damage to nobody that's in the circle. I probably need to stay back when I use it. I think I'm tripping. And then every time I inspire somebody, they die. It say inspire or heal. When I inspire these niggas, they die. I might as well just keep hitting the heal button. I guess inspire probably boost their attack so they can fight, but every time I boost their attack, they just die in front of me. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Had her in the list, man. She only 4-4. Oh, damn. 14,000 healing and 13,000 damage block, bro. What the fuck? Bro, Tank's gonna be having that much damage block for real, man. This fucking, the hood only had 22, and he a tank. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, GG. I ain't gonna never get MVP because she ain't gonna never get no kills or nothing. But yeah, she actually helped the squad stay alive forever. Bro. Right. You want some milk? I'm having a problem finding one more DPS I can play with, man. I'm gonna add her to the strike team. Wow. If they add a character like twice a season, so shit, they keep adding characters, man. You ain't gonna be able to look through the whole list that fast, man. You might as well get your strike team together, man. You know where everybody at. And that bitch, so when I look, all 6 of them niggas will be right there. I don't know who else that's like all the niggas I'm good with, bro. On DPS. It's another Pope character, so I don't know if my team playing dog, you know. I just gotta play Black Panther, hope that nigga not banned. Oh man, I might not pick Cyclops. I never gave this nigga a chance because everybody was playing him when he first came up. I don't like doing that, man. Oh, bro.
Actually, this is a mile away outside my house. Every time I'm on my way, it's also fun to clear. That's awesome. Get some clear up in the bakery so we can do some A&B tests. But you don't think that it encourages people to come
Hey, hold on. Calm down, man. Okay.
yeast extraction thing? I don't think they have that on a grand scale. So where do you get this stuff from? You know, do you get it from really low quality, dirty cannabis and they clean that up? Is that what this supports? You know, like making it into
Cyclops kind of fun to say, guys. That was kind of dope. Because I read down on the nigga and did all my little shooting shit. Then I hopped up. And you see that hill? I hit the R1, tried to like rotate my way up the hill backwards with the blast and shit. Yeah, he got some dope ass mobility. But that 10-second cooldown felt like forever, man. Like it still got 3 seconds. I did that shit in the last one. So like this nigga can get up. Then if it's funky, I can hurry up and switch to the other side. Good. Then he got this little shield thing. Ricochet blasters. Yeah, it should be kind of hard to kill this one. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back.
It's a natural evolution of what's happening in the cannabis market. You've got people that
Honestly, but I'm not gonna kill this. I got enough shooting at this. I need to find how to play dog here. If this nigga do whatever the fuck he wants. Oh, gotta go. Bro, he just do whatever the fuck he wants, bro. Hit the shield if he needs to. They trying to make him play 5-5. I ain't even trying to kill nobody. I'm just practicing this nigga survivability shit. I just think that's dope. Nigga get on my ass, and I just, whoop, gotta go. I talked on the Navy list, man. Here's the dog character, bro, because he shoot, shoot. Don't go miss. They need to add more dog character. Oh, no, it's already too many DPS. Niggas need more tanks and healers for really, why am I saying that? Why am I finding this? I can't say that. Just doing boxing fast. Oh, like playing Wolverine, bro. You gotta get too close to people, bro. It's like, fuck, man, you gotta be right in the nigga face. Then you all paranoid. You really scared, but we gonna call it paranoid. You know what I'm saying? You can't think so. You're like, oh, great. You gotta snort cocaine and play with Wolverine. Just keep going the whole mess. Unless you hiding around the corner trying to heal up. I mean, it's like that with Black Panther too, but that's all I know. That's the first character I caught her with, so it's normal to me. No.
Yeah, but I started thinking I'm crazy, cause I've been on mental train. Telling me all these lies, open not like that. So every day I'm putting in work, turn these smiles to frowns. Don't see me in the streets, you see me on your screen. Ain't look my pond yet, but I see plenty straight. I hustle hard for real, some think I got a team of deal. I'm just that hungry for the snack, I'm trying to see a meal. And go with my J.O.B. so I can say my baby. Yeah, but they started thinking I'm crazy, cause
Where the hate come from? If you're not,
they tend to do.
This is a simple kick snare pattern, but if I add some hi-hats and an 808 bass,
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
now the black version.
You know what we have? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. You understand that?
Oh yeah, everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes. Trump, you bring America together. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. And salute to everybody supporting the channel over at thepeoplesgetup.com. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm Trouble. Donnie, come on down. Come on down. Come on. What? You thought nobody was going to know?
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
they're gonna know.
How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? I can't. Oh my god.
I'll be honest. I don't even really want to be here talking about it. I really don't, because Lord knows I've used my fair share of enhancements. I mean, nothing like Stephen Miller, but still. Remember when Stephen Miller sprayed fake hair on his head to do an interview? Of course you do. Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller. What you think you Jalen Brown? Huh? You think you Carlos Boozer? You just gonna pop out and say was that it? Was it Stephen Miller's idea? Please tell me whose idea this was. No, it wasn't Byron's. Is it just my color blindness or does his hair look extra golden today? Huh? Oh, what? It's just the water pressure?
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
This is going around after his event today. It's the Trump shampoo and the water pressure. Well, I know that's a lie. Because I know no Trump product has ever worked too well. So that's, and what you said, you did a little trolling? I think I have an idea of what that looks like.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
And I'm sure y'all gonna be selling those over at the White House website expeditiously. I swear, they don't know what they're doing.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
Now the black version.
You know what we have? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. You understand that?
Oh yeah, everybody got jokes. Everybody got jokes. Trump, you bringing America together. Donald Trump wants you to know that if you make fun of this new hairdo, they'll be held to pay. They need to be held to pay for whoever approved that.
It's this. It's not my salesmanship. It's what? This. You know what it is?
Trump's new wig is actually a roadkill gift from RFK Jr. Well, then in that case, tell RFK Jr. I hope it tastes better than it looks.
Don't eat virtually anything.
Did Trump find his mother's old wig? I hope so. Because then something associated with the Trumps aged well. Because, you know, we seen it. When you just need to find 11,780 hairs, I think your follicles is rigged. Honestly, I think your follicles is rigged. You could take your hair follicles to court and press them for fraud.
This was a disgrace. This was a rape trial.
Imagine thinking he's ever been good looking. You know what? That is a fair point. That is a fair point. I think the best case you could possibly make is how good has it ever looked?
So true, so true.
So, speaking as a child of the 1970s, I can tell you Donald Trump has always had terrible, terrible hair. Speaking as a child from the 80s, he's the reason why we thought life expectancy ended at 50. Because we know he gotta be. We know he got to be close. But if you were a child of the 70s, I'm surprised your eyes ever even went to his hair. Because there's so many other things. There's so many other things. Like, how did you get past the high socks? How did you get past the high socks? And then there was this photo right here. MAGA. This your alpha male right here? This your alpha male? Now, at this point, I gotta be honest with y'all. Because when I found out about that powder blue pick, I pressed y'all, said who knew about this, and nobody told me nothing. I knew about that photo of him laying on the bed. And I'll be honest, that's malpractice on my part. That is malpractice. That should have been its own 40-minute video. MAGA, come on. MAGA, come on. This your alpha male right here? This your alpha male? This the one that y'all had to elect to elicit the respect of world leaders? Huh? How do you think they looking at this? The straight of hair mousse. A woman's work is never done. Hey, just wait till they give him the Lego tree.
That surfboard sword is coming hard.
The straight of hair mousse is bad. Wait till they get on them Legos.
Hi, I'm Dr. Titus Tucker. I'm the Director of Clinical Services at FAG Health. A clinical care model provides services outpatient from various perspectives. And one perspective is initial assessment.
Come to find out the reason why the defamation lawyer, Brandon Tatum, and all the older people are allowing Nolan Wells' fake ass friends to get on these podcasts for Warren to get interviewed is because it's not about them. The reason why they're allowing them to speak out in public and say all of this outlandish shit, knowing that they sound crazy as hell, is because it's not about them.
Baby, what the fuzzy did you fall to?
Do y'all remember the hat that the defamation lawyer had on, the Carl Cox hat? It's all promotion. And there is something that's in the background of Officer Tatum's podcast and in the background of one of the lawyers who had the Carl Cox hat on the side. These people are in bed with each other. These people are using Nolan Wells' passing and everything that is going on to promote everything that they have in the background. And I don't believe they're trying to help these young men, which means that's good news for us. Check this out, y'all. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Does this man look familiar to y'all? If not, allow me to inform you who he is. This is attorney Tyler Cox, which just got destroyed by Nancy Grace. And the reason why he really didn't care is because he's not here to help those young men. Just look at the background. The obvious thing is called Cox. And another obvious thing is, we thought it was probably what, Captain, what was it called? Captain Morgan or something like that? This is Verdict. Do you know what Verdict is? Because if you don't, allow me to not only tell you what Verdict is, I'm going to show you what Verdict is. Watch this, y'all. So you brought the bottle of beer at exactly 1 o'clock. So you brought the bottle of beer at exactly, well, no. Shut up. Now, what we see on this logo up here, and what we see
Julia, come here a little
on the right here, is the same damn bottle. It's a promotional tool. They're using their platforms as promotional tools. Now, why are they having this logo Verdict and this alcohol bottle in their background? Let's see what Verdict is, y'all. Shall we? It says Verdict Bourbon is owned by podcaster, social media personality, and former police officer Brandon Tatum. So yesterday,
We make service more personal with real-time video updates. Bring your car to Hendrick for service, and you'll receive service video updates from your personal Hendrick technician.
They got the hawk week.
So yesterday, y'all heard me during the video say, I've heard some people saying that
Talking about Hawkeye?
Brandon Tatum was setting these young men up. Is he just using these young men to promote his businesses? Or you may look at it as he's just a tool that's being used to combat.
If you talking about Hawkeye, I don't know. He like a glass cannon. Like if you get shot with that bitch, it's gonna hurt. It's a cannon. But if you get back there to him and touch him, he gonna break because it's glass.
Against the world.
Oh, Bruce Banner. Oh yeah. He hard though. I be getting some niggas is dope with him. I be getting fucked up by some folks, bro. But once he turned to Bruce Banner, yeah, he did, boy.
And let's see if you guys see what I see.
I just don't know how that nigga moves work. Go sit down.
There's two of them.
And I suck at jumping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
When you play with the Hulk, a lot of niggas just jump, so you can't never really.
When they said they were going to go
too much damage,
search the road.
so he don't never
Don't
gotta
worry, I'll
turn
be
back
back
to
to talk
Bruce
about it and
Banner.
elaborate and go over some new timeline stuff tomorrow. But I should also mention that they are designed to hold fish.
We don't want y'all to know about Rasheed Carter.
Yeah, I don't know how to play with that nigga, man.
These people are
What the fuck kind of life
plain
is this?
sight. There was a movie back in the 90s where Ice-T called
look at
Surviving
this
the
shit.
Game. Now bring this up to date. Rasheed Carter is a 25-year-old male from Fayette, Mississippi, who was found dead last year due to a modern-day lynching. The story goes, he found work in Taylorsville, Mississippi,
Come here,
and he did
baby.
not get along with this guy he was working for. They were riding together, and Rasheed got out of the car. He later on began to be chased by white men, y'all. Rasheed found a local police department and told them he was being chased.
Where the fuck?
And they told him, get the hell out of here. So what he do? He leave the police station, he
Shit
wanders
weird as
around
fuck,
and began to
man.
be chased
Really
again.
weird.
And you can see him being chased in this picture right
Y'all
here.
just standing
That was
back here
caught by
jacking
someone's
off and
house
shit.
camera. So previously, Rasheed used to call his mother and say, if anything happened to me, my supervisor was involved with it because they was always beefing. But come to find out, the supervisor was recruiting black men to come out there to Taylorsville, Mississippi, to be hunted. He was reported missing on October 2nd, 2022. And the set of his remains were found in November 2nd, 2022. And the second set. And the third set were found April 26th of 2023. And the fourth set of his remains were found on Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. They hunt black men down for sport, y'all. And there's a second story. A brother by the name of Tyrekus Atwood, who was and taken to Taylorsville, Mississippi. And he was also chased.
Jalea.
They took off his shoes and gave him a head start to go run. The brother Tyrekus Atwood has finally came out and spoken on Facebook. He has told his story through a message. You can pause to read it.
Did I
You can
not
screenshot
transform?
it for later. But this is the brother Tyrekus Atwood.
No,
These
I
are the
didn't.
words
What the
from
fuck?
his Facebook page. Fortunately, he got away. Y'all pray for these brothers and sisters out in Taylorsville, Mississippi. What do you think that we could do to stop this? What's your thoughts? Write a comment. Think about it. So now, y'all see why we go so hard for Nolan Wells. And the reason why we don't speak on everybody's unaliving the way we do for Nolan Wells is because we don't have that many leads. In this Nolan Wells case,
what the fuck, bro? I don't have no team, bro.
We got so many crumbs, and that's why we go so hard with this one. This is why we can't let nobody get away with this shit right here. Watch this, y'all.
It feels like a cover-up from a crime movie.
We met an officer. It was after midnight. Met him in the McDonald's parking lot and gave him the information. He was just like, okay, thanks. That I was like, where is the urgency?
Like those scripts and scenes that we've seen before.
Why aren't we in jail yet? I mean, we're not geniuses.
Your team soft.
There's no way we could have done it. I mean, there's no way we could have covered it up.
Everything was strategic. Every move matters.
Initially, he was in black shorts, which again, that is the information I received from Warren.
Once they make it back to land, they don't make the call until 7 hours after they've left their friend.
All my friends were just hanging out, and my buddy Wyatt had a dress, we talked about Nolan. I was like, where is Nolan? Have y'all heard from him?
Then late night, the plan is set into motion.
And then I want to say I called one more time, and I think that was at like 10:48. So I'm in the kitchen, my phone rings. Now this is probably like early 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. Phone rings when I make it back to the phone, and I'm like, whose number is this? I pick up the phone because it says maybe Warren, and I'm like, Warren.
They call the mom.
Hey, Miss Christine, have you seen or talked to Nolan? I said, no. Why? He should be with you guys.
Then this early story that the entire case is built off of is introduced.
And he said, oh, no, well, when we went to the island, there was a girl named Katie that he met, and he had decided to stay behind. I said, what?
And then they nerfed the penny, man. They made it where you gotta hit a nigga with the webs twice before it wrap them up. So the first time it don't even wrap them up. So it's like, man,
and I'm like,
that shit make it way different, bro. Like when you already had a strategy, like, nigga come in here, I'm gonna hit him with the web, I'm gonna hit him with the mon, I'm gonna do this. Now you gotta hit him with the web, hit him with the mon, then try to find the first dude, hit him with another web just for it to actually take effect. Like
for him to take the call that only she should have made.
I'm glad I called the Coast Guard. I'm glad I made the first contact within all of this. I'm glad I was the first one that called Christine while I was at 9.
And the son of the judge speaks of the only entity that can act beyond local.
They talking about, it was too, we think it was too easy to use penny. They trying to make it harder, bro. That shit retarded, bro. It's already 30 fucking buttons on that character.
Don't worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? The whole got two buttons, but that nigga not too easy, though.
And probably tells the Coast Guard that same story he's been telling.
I assumed, Nolan's just, we had been drinking all day and, that he's just sleeping somewhere and, that he's okay.
What he says on that phone leads them not to assist. Then she gets the runaround from the
Look at this shit, bro. Everybody want to ban Penny, but then we got 3 DPS. So none of you niggas want to play tank, but y'all gonna ban the fucking tanks. And then we got 1 healer and 1 tank. So nigga, what I'm gonna pick, healer or tank? Either way, we gonna have a solo healer or a solo tank. Like, it's just retarded shit, bro. And it's supposed to be competitive, bro. Even in quick play, niggas was 2-2-2. I come to competitive now, it's 3 DPS, 4 DPS, 5 DPS. Everybody want to play DPS.
Why we cannot take our
But then they sitting up here banning fucking Penny, the dinosaur. Nigga said ban Groot. Like, y'all trying to ban everything. And then niggas ain't gonna play tank. And I get stuck trying to play with a shitty tank I don't even know how to play with. Like, that's why y'all gotta know how to play with 6 different goddamn characters for every spot. Cause these niggas is weird the way they play, bro. I gotta be ready to play any position. I might have to switch in the middle of the match, play tank at the beginning and try to hold them, then switch to healer and try to keep my team alive.
Justice for Nolan. Because while they're using their little earthly evils, we are going to be using our spiritual God.
And then Rogue not even a real tank. That's an off tank. So even if I go healer, we don't even hit. Ain't even like we got a real tank. We still got one. You know what I'm saying?
Students from there. It's actually made him kind of a school celebrity.
It's crazy because I teach the SAT, so it's the furthest thing from my mind that people would react like this. Signing autographs on calculators. Ray Das is a test prep hero. Everything that's happened is just blown my mind. We started out and we have this app and the kids are using it and they go absolutely crazy. And I love you guys. I love every one of you guys that goes crazy and ask me to sign your iPad. People getting this enthusiastic about education. Like, I wish that I had that, when so I'm thrilled to be a part of it. I'm thrilled that whatever we're doing here sparks something for you guys. And I want to take this all over the country. I want to get over this whole world.
They're all swarming you because they love it when
for the SAT prep.
Right. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So we've been able to impact so many students' lives and create this incredible movement with all the kids that we reach. We've reached 75,000 kids. We've had millions of videos played and all of that in our app. And I am now launching a YouTube channel. So students,
Check this out, y'all.
So Trump just froze the Civil Rights Division of the United States government. Yes, he froze it. They are removing almost all staff, and they've frozen all new litigation almost completely for the department. That means no new cases, no new hearings, no new anything. That means mostly all civil rights cases are now at a complete standstill, and no new civil rights cases will be opened by the Civil Rights Division.
I wonder why I'm not getting fucking healed. It's because we don't have a fucking healer. Idiots.
It's just taking away the civil rights of everybody, because now we have no way to litigate any civil rights cases. And if your civil rights are violated, you have no way to go out against it or litigate against it. Your civil rights have just been taken away.
Bro, this is not right, bro. This is city ball faggot game.
Why do you think that is?
Now I gotta try to play a healer that can do some damage or something. So I can try to be a fucking tank killer or something. And now this bitch, I swear to God.
We gotta start freezing shit. Now do you see what's
going on?
Now do you see why I'm trying to give the people the instructions on how to call on our higher power. We must pray and fast. If you think the white man wrote the Bible, this ain't for you. Go ahead and bounce. But that's our book. It's speaking about us. We must pray and fast to get the answers that we need, y'all, to get justice. We ain't asking the enemy no more for no justice. Them days are over. For those that's been rocking me for a minute, y'all should have this already ingrained in your head. Let me take some 4 and 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Stop thinking that that white Christ is going to jump off your grandma wall and come and save you. It doesn't make any sense. Our calling is from within. We are gods. We must call on our higher power, the most high God. There's unalivings happening right now as we speak. Just because the news don't cover it doesn't mean that it's not happening, y'all. We must hit them where it hurts. If you feel like you need to go buy them new high-priced sneakers, don't buy them. If you feel like you need to go buy
that high-priced deserve this shit,
don't buy it. Anything
what the fuck, bro? Like, what did I do, bro?
Stop purchasing.
Like, the algorithm put me on the dumbest fucking teams with the dumbest fucking people,
Let's
bro.
bring Black Wall Street back.
I'm not that good if that's what the fuck the algorithm thinks. Like, yeah, it'd be even if we put them on a shitty team. No,
never mind. I got more. The pride of thine heart.
No, bro, the matchmaking broken, bro.
Thou that
look, surrender. Y'all not doing. Nigga, I'm always on the team with a nigga that first thought is to surrender. First thought is to play with 65 fucking DPS. Like, bro, would you play chess if you only got pawns and shit? These niggas got kings, rooks, knights, bishops, all kind of different tools and shit. We got 16 fucking pawns and shit. Like, you niggas is dumb, bro.
That is so damn prideful, they get on a podcast knowing they fucking lying.
Shit's getting weird. Pardon it. So I saw that interview with Officer Tatum and the boys. And here's what I'll say. Number one.
This bitch said,
I
don't
understand
wait.
that you think you're innocent.
The whole team
If I was innocent, I'd
got
come
4 kills.
talk about shit.
And this bitch talking about a teleport and getting shit. That's why I don't turn my mic on, bro. I'd probably kill myself. Like, bitch, you talking about anything, bro. The whole team got 4 fucking kills.
I don't understand why they're giving so many interviews when there's an investigation going on.
It ain't even nothing to talk about, bro.
I'm not here to say whether they're innocent or guilty.
Talking about Talking about 3-pointers and free throw percentage, and we got 7 points on the board. Like, bitch. Talking about some fucking man coverage and shit, bitch.
All on the table, sorry. And it's the truth.
You might want to work on dribbling.
Anyways, in the interview, Tatum asked them a question, and they responded
Just play basketball here. I got 4 kills now. Just from switching.
And they made a statement. They said
I got the same number the whole team had when the round started.
Should them, posted a picture. They wish that it wasn't made about race. They wish that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right? And then they said they blamed on the media for it getting to where it got. And I was like,
and I'm the one standing in the front line, bro. I'm trying to keep you niggas alive. I should have been the first one dead. Y'all don't nobody helped me get no kills. No healer on the team at all.
They said initially no foul play without an investigation.
They not even good, bro. I'm just standing here in this space. You're not teleporting behind me. I already teleported behind him, and he just waited until he got his machine gun. Like I can't move 2 centimeters to the left until he done. Shit.
Their pride
and I got a shield
deceived
and
them. This is why they could come out and say, "Oh, there's no foul play." Their pride. Stop thinking the Bible is some white man's book. It's not. That's the end of the video, y'all. My passion starts to take over sometimes. And I know I was supposed to end this video, but I can't stress it enough. We are going to have to start fasting with our traders, y'all. Thus saith the Lord. That's how it works. We cannot continue to put these people.
You see how easy it is when you got 2 healers, 2 tanks, and 2 DPS. Everybody stay in their lane. The game be nice and easy. Do what the fuck you supposed to do.
We want the spirit to fight for us.
I can't turn the mic on, bro. I would have lost every match because once they hear me talking sarcastic like that, they would have started throwing the game like, man, fuck this nigga, man. I'm like, y'all see? Talking to them like kids and shit. See, it worked better like that. There we go. Good job. Niggas gonna be like, man, fuck this nigga, man.
Signing out.
Niggas start disconnecting and shit.
Put the mic.
He said put the mic.
No,
it's like you gotta go to the settings.
Now with Wi-Fi 7, free custom install and battery backup.
It's like
G-Fiber,
social.
finally internet you may actually love.
And then it's like,
This is the part that no one.
I don't know, it's something in here, bro.
Stay legally compliant. That's
Chat, something, bro. I don't know.
When we first opened Virgin Proof, there wasn't a legal playbook for non-alcoholic bottle shops.
I don't know, bro. It's in there somewhere. I turned it on and off before.
I already had my hands full trying to
it switched, you know.
I just needed to know that we weren't.
But every time I turn that shit on, my team be complaining about my background and shit, you know. And I gotta leave my shit.
Today's video is brought to you by Real Growers Recharge.
I gotta make
if you
my
want stronger, healthier plants, if you want bigger roots for better fruits, you gotta check out Real Growers Recharge. It's like an instant compost tea that holds more nutrients than your roots on, breaks those nutrients down, and makes them more plant available, getting more of your nutrients into your plants. Find out more about Recharge over at realgrowers.com. While you're there, use coupon code Scotty420. 20% off your first order. Now let's get back to the show. Come on, guys. Big note.
Alright, so you have commonly told me that you don't care so much about how big the bugs are.
I care about how much I'm getting per square foot or per light.
Damn.
Yeah, I care about how much I'm getting per area.
If I would have started with them niggas, we probably wouldn't have lost that first fight.
about that. Instead of one big bug, a live, big bug, sure, still get a good bug. No matter what the first thing on the game is up there. Because you're never going to get the outperformance attention. Oh, like a 5'3" guy trying to swing from the basketball. You know that. Well, you can train the 5'3" give him all the everything, all the exercise that 5'3" guy needs, but he's still not going to grow.
Magneto need a jump, bro. Like I can't get up there for nothing. He should have like a jump button, a double jump or some dumb shit, man. I feel like you stuck on the ground just like I can't get up there to save my life, man. I gotta calm all that shit down, man. Nah, deal that. Yes, I can't do it. Oh, you hot.
Stop worrying about
Magneto a tank, boy.
So let's talk about strings that are good quality. Yeah. One that I grow that it needs a GMO. Good performer, great performer. Come on.
Get the fuck back out of gold again, man.
The blue green, the green, the up. You just grow it, you'll see the bugs are good. I mean, of course, everyone's going to get tired of people are becoming real connoisseurs these days. But those are great strings. Okay, let's listen. If I'm going for.
I don't know what's been going on, man. I'm gonna get my ass filled. So.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking, okay, I bought a purple.
It's a new season. That's why, but I feel like I've been losing like a motherfucker. I lost 3 in a row before that one.
One trait for another one. So,
yeah, I gotta make my way back up to platinum all over again.
Oh my god, the news on it, just awesome. But even close to what a new would look like. Right, I think Maestro.
Do I feel like grinding competitive or ranked or whatever you call it until I get back to platinum? Yeah, if they gonna give me a good team, I can just fucking win every match and I can run the platinum. But if I gotta keep talking to niggas and begging niggas to play correctly and having to fucking carry teams and shit, then I don't have the energy for it. You gotta beg niggas to play right. Like, bro, you see we done, bro. They got healers in the game. You don't think we need another healer? Like, they keep stopping the run, bro. You don't want to go play quarterback or something, cuz? Like, throw the motherfucking ball, bro.
Has these great characteristics, flavors, smells, or aromas, high, I'll say. And it makes them together. That's the part of it. Okay, so we got the genetics nailed down. Training, you gotta build that canopy. Like maybe it's like area. You want black, it's just complete canopy of buds. Okay, so I'm seeing where you just got one big bushy plant going straight up into the light. Most of the light is hitting the floor, so the plant's not taking it. And the inside of the plant is getting no light at all. You have tricks to make sure that that's yeah. Also, what big deal with that is getting the light from the plant. So you got being cold all the way up here, and then the rest of your materials down here. That's not going to get the most of the plant. And the light is going to be a little bit, but yeah, so you got
How do you transport it? There's a couple of ways to do it. I've done it both of these ways. I understand everything. I always want to say that you are at, you are at, put those on the top so they don't poke your eyes out. I use everything. The combination of rose red banding, which is a banding rod from the center over to the side of the container where the banding stakes are. Also, I line my banding sticks on the outside of the container so I don't want to poke them. But then also, it'll give me a sense of the plant. So basically, clean them, so yes, that's the other thing. Back down to canopy, we're going to trade it, and making sure that all the energy from that plant from those roots is going uphill to make harder and really big buds. So you use their
Oh, they make it quit.
yeah, so
It's like, no, we ain't even gonna get out the front door, boy. I don't even know what I was doing, man. I ain't never played with Mantis in no fucking rank, man. I was just trying to keep niggas alive, man.
I'm sure that works with running drain cables and thousands of small plants and dispensaries, but for me, it's not like a ton of difference.
Well, and you've got coming in and going down.
Yeah. Yeah, that absolutely works, but the most important thing is that you don't have to crawl around in there. I love to be able to go in. I've got a little mechanics.
I try to let everybody else pick first so I can try to use my brain and figure out what else we need that can help us win. Cause yeah, I don't care. I'll play whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I try to let them pick their best character. Cause if I pick the tank first and make them niggas play healer, they might suck. But they playing healer just so we can have one. When they could have played tank good or well, I could have played, you know what I'm saying? I could have played healer instead of making them try to play healer. So I'll just sit back and see who everybody comfortable picking first without no pressure, and then I'll pick. Because if everybody already picked 3 DPS, then it make everybody else feel like, fuck, I gotta pick tank or healer or something.
Just build stronger plants. So that plant
Since I don't talk to niggas on the mic, it ain't like I can ask niggas who they comfortable playing or something. Let me see. How you do this?
Now, I have noticed when I'm using recharge, you get those bigger buds, but it seems like I sometimes run into this thing where the buds are starting to get too big and the plant is like, okay, time to slow down.
that is a real thing, man. What happens is it's all a system, just like the plant's communicating, the buds are communicating, hey, I can use more nutrients, send it on up. And then they start to get so heavy that they're about to break. They go, hey, enough, don't send any more nutrients, man, we're good up here. And any more, I'm going to break and it's going to, I'm going to die. So it will stop building that bud. One of the ways to kind of, I don't know about trick, but to fortify that.
So right here, the console voice chat.
Talk about using silica a bunch, and it strengthens.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You cannot hurt me. I feel like myself again.
You see why I don't? You see why I don't turn my shit on? I can't even talk to my chat, cause then they would hear it. So I can't say shit like, "Ah, see this motherfucker quick." Now it's 5-on-6. Then these niggas getting disheartened and shit. So I just gotta mute my mic and shit. Like, oh no, I don't use that shit.
Of too, or something like that. So if you run your lights 400 of matching, maybe 400 PPF light, you go up a little bit more, probably 500-600.
Where's that shit
That'll be
at?
all right for you. Right around 600, I think is probably where you're gonna max out. Right on front back if you don't increase the
So good shit.
yeah, you've got these.
Oh, and not to mention that, bro, I done got banned and shit just from turning that shit on, bro. It'd be like you'll get a penalty or something. You say the wrong fucking thing, and if you say the wrong thing while your fucking mic is open into the game and shit, like I could just be talking to you or the stream or something. I say nigga, bitch, or fag or something, and then next thing you know, they like, oh, you been banned for 15 minutes for voice chat, da 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 da. Like, they stay listening to your whole house if you got that voice chat shit on too. If you forget to mute your mic after the game, or if you streaming like me and then you start talking to your chat after the game, they listening to everything.
That's where I think it's out. Some people like to dial it up.
And they sensitive on here, but they'll ban your ass if you say the wrong thing. Like, come on, make me not even want to play competitive, bro. I'm scared to push the button, bro. Niggas done quit twice in a row. Nigga quit when we was winning, and nigga quit when we was losing. And then the higher rank you go, you gotta pre-select a character, then you gotta ban 3 characters, and then you gotta pick your character. Nigga, you done did all that shit and niggas quit twice. Nigga, you done picked 3 bans, another 3 bans, 6 bans for 2 matches, 2 characters. Nigga, you done picked about 8 motherfucking characters and ain't played a minute of the game yet, man. And I hate this ban shit. If you gonna make the character, let us use the motherfuckers, bro. Everybody keep banning Penny, man. I could never play with Penny, man. She was banned every match.
First order. Now let's get back to the show. Come on, I see. You know, a lot of people's stories definitely going for you.
You wanna go outside? You wanna go through the garden with you, daddy?
Tell me more about quality? Sure.
Go look at the grass, man.
Yeah, me too. I gotta be honest. I'm devoting a decent amount of square footage and a decent amount of time and energy to these things.
Oh shit! This shit goes you message me.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't be checking my phone, man. Plus my Facebook not connected to my shit. Right.
So let's talk about some ways to get some.
No, he didn't.
Sure, let's do it. All right, first one. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's always a super top priority. You'll never have more than you. All right, so if you want big yields, you have to start with a big yielding genetic.
I know that one of the things is showing my story.
Yeah.
His favorite plant to grow for the effects, he says it's almost impossible to get big yields out of it just because of genetics.
Yeah, it's like some haze cross that's 12 weeks to flower up. I mean, just think about all the time he's got invested in that. Now, he's a cancer survivor. He uses cannabis as medicine. So that specific strain with that specific terpene profile, he likes it. Fine, he's not none of us are commercial growers anymore.
But it goes back to the point that the genetics of the plant will affect what you get.
Absolutely. And now that cannabis is legal and all over the place, you're seeing a lot of people that aren't growing for weight. There's a lot of breeders that are not growing for weight anymore. So if you're looking for a strain, man, you have to inquire. Don't just pick something and assume that it's going to yield. Inquire and then look at the parents too. I mean, you can do a little bit of searching. I mean, like the most obvious one is the big bud is gotta be 15 years old. But yeah, just the name. And then another one I think of a real old classic is Blue Dream. They called it Blue Dream because it was easy to grow and it was huge buds. It's critical mass. You know why they call it critical mass? Yes. And then Gorilla Glue #4 was one that was made that I've used for years. It was such a winner, great quality, and really big buds. So there's so many more. But when you're looking for your breeder, when you're looking for your strain, make sure it's a yielder. Don't say it.
And I think the important thing too here is there are a lot of plants that will give you those big buds that you don't have to sacrifice quality. You can get both.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's why they mix them. That's why they cross them and hybridize them. They take something that's incredibly frosty, mix into something that's really big, like that big bud. They use that as starting material for a lot of strains.
Okay, so genetics matter. Sure. Let's assume we're starting off with a high yielder. What's some of the other things that we can do to maximize the harvest that we get?
Sure, I got to fill that grow space. Whatever grow space I'm giving that plant, I need to fill it up with big buds. So I'm going to train it. The ones, if you're growing that style, the sea green style, you just let it go really quick. You grow one stem with one bud on it, and you just jam them really close together. You can do that, but with plant counts and stuff. And I will take a plant, I grow it in a real bucket. It's essentially a 4 or 5 gallon container, and then I will let it fill up this space, and I will either top it and train it, or stake it and train it. Either do high stress training, which is topping it, or low stress training, which is just bending the branches down. And the idea behind that is, remember we watched the shows before, we talked about those hormones, the auxins and the gibberellins, cytokinins. Well, the auxins are made up in the leaf, and they keep the plant growing on high. Well, all those nutrients just go to the highest point, so you end up getting one big giant bud.
And, I'm not a big fan of the big giant bud.
Right.
Because a lot of times when I've done that in the past, you end up with a bud that's all frosty on the outside, but then when you start breaking it up, there's not very much frost inside of that thing.
Yep, there's plant material in there. And then the light has to be so far away that all your bottom buds don't get enough light to be big.
Yeah, so you got me into topping for that reason. Trading them, let's talk about that.
All this stuff is really directing those hormones. So the auxins that are going to make the apical dominance, going to make the plant grow tall, that works in tandem with those gibberellins we talked about. That makes the plant stretch. And when you suppress both of those by cutting the tops off, or even if you low stress train them, and you just make sure that they're not the tops anymore. You're bending them over, so they works by gravity. So if you do that now, you encourage cytokinins that come up from the roots, make side branches, and then you get this much more branchier and even canopy. So you get a canopy with more budding sites, for lack of a better word. I have 5, 6, 7. I just staked them a couple days ago. I was surprised how many stakes I needed.
What the fudge, brownies and popsicles.
The idea is don't let everything go to that one top. You either bend it sideways, you remove the top, but you are redistributing those growth hormones.
And then you've got those hormones going to multiple sites, and so you're getting a bunch of different budding sites.
Yes, and now you can also keep your light equidistant to all the buds. Thinking light dissipates in intensity. A single source of light will dissipate in intensity. So if you have that light all the way up to the ceiling because you've got a 4-foot single cola, man, you're leaving a lot of that energy.
What the fuck was that, bro?
Yeah, you're leaving it on the table.
So by doing it this way,
I didn't die at all.
Sites,
And we still didn't get sick.
Pretty close to the same amount of light.
Yep.
So you're getting good buds from all over the plant rather than just one big bud in the middle.
And what are we talking about? Light is the energy, right? Light is the energy that it takes in order to grab that CO2 and turn it into plant material.
Fuck this shit.
Carbon to make plant material. We're ripping that carbon off of that oxygen, and so the light is the energy. I like to think that the CO2 is the food, and the light is how fast.
I have never lost a round and not fucking died.
Let's actually talk about that. Sure. Kind of our food tip for the day.
Yeah.
That makes it feel worse.
CO2 to
Absolutely. When we're talking yields, we need to increase photosynthesis. You can increase
Wait, what the fuck?
photosynthesis by turning
3 and
up your
2?
light.
I thought that shit said
Imagine
8 and
the
0.
CO2. Light is the
Alright,
energy.
that's cool.
I like to say it's like you're literally, it's like a mouth chewing the carbon off the oxygen. So if you have a lot of light, you've got a lot of energy. That mouth is moving really fast. It's ready to work. If there's no food there, if it's waiting for its next bite of food, if it's 400 ppm of CO2, then it's not really effective. You might as well slow that down. So you got to match both of those. You got to make sure if you're spending energy to move the mouth, you got to have food, to efficiently.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I know a lot of growers, they focus on the light. They think if they get bigger, better light,
right,
they'll get bigger, better yields. But your theory or your experience is, I look in your grow, you got extra CO2, you got CO2 tanks,
Yeah.
you got all kinds of extra CO2.
I mean, why would I bother, growing 9 hungry plants if I can't feed them? So if I have these plants going, I have all this light energy. What am I at? 1,000, 1,100 ppfd. I run a lot of light in there, and I run 1,000, 1,100 ppm of CO2. So I match it. And it's I was messing around with this equation yesterday. I was like, can you just match your ppfd of light to your ppm of CO2? Yeah, it works out. I mean, exactly. When you get up in a little bit higher ranges, it's not an exact match. But yeah, if you have 600 ppfd of light and 600 ppm of CO2, pretty good match. Bring it up to 800 ppfd of light and add 800 ppm of CO2. Yeah, maybe 1,000, it works, man. And just to be clear, ambient CO2, meaning the CO2, the air that we're breathing right now, there's about 400 parts per million of CO2 in the air right now. So if you're running, what do we say, 400 ppm